Welcome to Study Wind, where we make learning a breeze. Today we will be studying indices. So indices is a form of notation for writing repeated multiplication. So for example, x squared is x times x, because the little number at the top right denotes how many of the number is multiplied by itself. So x squared means x is multiplied by itself 2 times. X cubed would mean that x is multiplied by itself 3 times, and so on. You can multiply indices by adding the little numbers, because the squareds and the cubed actually show how many x's are multiplied together. So in reality, it's x times x times x times x times x, and you can just count up the x's. So you know that it's x to the power of 5. So basically, as a general rule of thumb, when you're multiplying indices, instead of writing it all out, you can just add the little numbers, as long as the base number, x, is the same in both indices. You can also subtract indices by dividing them, since the indices will be in a fraction, and all you have to do is cancel out the x's in the numerator and denominator until either the numerator or the denominator has no x's left, and you subtract the little number. So for example, x to the 5 divided by x to the 3 would be x to the power of 2, because 5 minus 3 is 2. Or x times x times x times x times x divided by x times x is x times x. And here's a comprehension chest to show that you've learned what I've told you. You may want to pause the video if you want to work it out by yourself, or you can listen to me tell you the answers. So, question 1, x to the 4 times x to the 3. This would be x to the power of 7, because 4 plus 3 is 7. And when you multiply indices, you add the indice numbers. And question 2 is, what's x to the power of 123 times x to the power of 321? And this would be x to the power of 444, because 123 added to 321 is 444. And question 3 is, what's the x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 3? And that would be just x, because 4 minus 3 is 1. When dividing indices, you subtract. And question 4, what's x to the power of 321 divided by x to the power of 123? This is x to the power of 198, because 321 minus 123 is 198. Remember to like and subscribe, and maybe watch the next video if you want to learn more.